Age doesn't define maturity. Rather, maturity is a deep, ongoing process, a gradual journey that builds through our life experiences, trials, and personal growth. While society often associates getting older with being wiser, maturity isn't just something that happens because we're aging. Instead, it develops from a collection of subtle signs and shifts in our thinking, behavior, and emotional responses that reflect growth beyond the surface. In many ways, maturity is like a reflection of our inner resilience, emotional intelligence, and capacity for self-reflection, all aspects that are earned over time, rather than simply accumulated by the years passing by. One of the core signs of maturity is emotional balance. With time, mature individuals often become skilled at managing their emotions, handling anger, sadness, and stress in a way that keeps them grounded. This doesn't mean they ignore or suppress their feelings. In fact, emotionally mature people are often very aware of what they're feeling. But instead of allowing emotions to dictate their reactions impulsively, they take a moment, weigh their responses, and choose how to act in ways that align with their values. This kind of emotional control is invaluable and isn't something that happens overnight. It's the product of learning through various experiences, both good and challenging. This is why people with emotional maturity are often seen as calm, wise, and dependable, qualities that people respect and look up to. Another significant indicator of maturity is self-awareness. Over time, mature people come to know themselves in a way that goes beyond superficial traits. They understand their strengths, acknowledge their weaknesses, and have a solid sense of their values and beliefs. Self-awareness is one of the most powerful aspects of maturity because it allows people to make choices that truly reflect who they are, without feeling the need to constantly seek validation or approval from others. This is a profound change, as it liberates them from the exhausting habit of trying to please everyone or being overly influenced by others' expectations. Instead, they become comfortable in their own skin and develop a quiet confidence that says, "This is who I am, and I'm okay with that." It's a quality that makes them reliable and grounded, and it's something others can sense almost immediately. Taking responsibility for one's actions is another key sign of maturity that grows with age and experience. A mature person isn't someone who blames others or makes excuses when things go wrong. They understand that life has ups and downs, and they're not afraid to own up to their mistakes or missteps. Instead of running away from problems, they confront them, finding solutions, learning from them, and moving forward. This level of accountability is rare, yet incredibly powerful. It builds a foundation of trust with others, as people know they can rely on a mature person to do the right thing, even if it's difficult or uncomfortable. They realize that maturity means taking ownership of their journey, and that growth often comes from acknowledging and correcting their errors. This willingness to be responsible and transparent shows a level of courage and self-respect that speaks volumes about a person's character. Perspective is another hallmark of age maturity. With experience, mature people develop a broader, more patient view of life. They recognize that challenges are part of the journey, and they're able to adapt when things don't go as planned. When faced with setbacks, they're more likely to persevere and look for lessons, rather than feeling defeated or giving up. This resilient perspective allows them to weather life's storms without becoming overwhelmed or discouraged. They know that setbacks are often temporary, and that growth usually happens outside of our comfort zones. This outlook allows them to approach situations with a calm determination, making them excellent problem solvers and resilient individuals. Empathy is perhaps one of the most beautiful signs of maturity. Over time, mature people learn to put themselves in others' shoes and view situations from different perspectives. They realize that everyone has their own struggles, and that kindness often goes further than judgment. Mature individuals understand the power of listening and supporting others without needing to impose their opinions or be right all the time. They're there for the people they care about, not because they expect something in return, but because they genuinely want to make a positive difference in others' lives. This empathy reflects their emotional intelligence and shows a compassionate strength that makes them valuable friends, partners, and leaders. Empathy is not something we're born with. It's something we learn as we grow and understand more about ourselves and the people around us. Moreover, mature individuals have a refined sense of what matters most to them. They've learned to prioritize quality over quantity, whether it's in their relationships, work, or even daily habits. They no longer chase after every trend or follow the crowd simply to fit in. Instead, they're more selective, focusing on things that bring real meaning and fulfillment to their lives. This sense of purpose often leads them to build lasting connections and focus on activities that genuinely resonate with who they are. They're not afraid to say no to things that don't align with their values, knowing that their energy and time are precious. This shift is a true mark of maturity, as it shows that they're investing in what really matters rather than being distracted by superficial pursuits. For those of us seeking to recognize the real signs of maturity and dive into what it means to truly grow, it's clear that these qualities are profound. Maturity isn't just a state. It's a journey filled with self-discovery, emotional evolution, and an ever-deepening appreciation for life. These signs remind us that the process of maturing is a meaningful path where we continuously evolve, learn, and understand ourselves on deeper levels. A further sign of maturity is the ability to forgive, not just others but also oneself. Mature individuals understand that holding on to resentment or guilt only creates burdens that weigh them down emotionally and mentally. Forgiveness isn't about excusing harmful behavior. Rather, it's about freeing oneself from the constant replay of negative experiences. Mature people have learned that everyone, including themselves, makes mistakes. By letting go of grudges and regrets, they open up space for positive relationships and personal peace, allowing them to move forward without the emotional baggage of the past. Mature individuals also cultivate a strong sense of adaptability. Life rarely goes exactly as planned, and while it's natural to feel frustrated when things shift unexpectedly, mature people know how to accept change gracefully. They're not rigidly attached to a single outcome or overly dependent on specific plans. Instead, they're able to pivot, adjust, and make the best of new circumstances. This adaptability makes them resilient in the face of life's unpredictability, helping them maintain a sense of calm and confidence even when navigating uncertain terrain. Curiosity and a genuine willingness to learn are also markers of maturity. A mature person knows that they don't have all the answers and sees every experience as an opportunity to grow. They're open to learning from people of all backgrounds and perspectives, even those who think or live differently. This openness goes beyond simply listening. It's a desire to expand their understanding, knowing that each person they encounter has something unique to offer. This trait keeps mature individuals from becoming closed-minded or complacent. Instead, they remain curious and excited about the endless learning that life offers, a quality that makes them dynamic and insightful. Another subtle but powerful trait of maturity is the ability to set boundaries. Mature individuals know how important it is to protect their well-being, and they're not afraid to say no when they need to. They understand that setting boundaries is essential to maintaining healthy relationships and a balanced life. Whether it's in friendships, work situations, or even family dynamics, they're clear about their limits and communicate them respectfully. Boundaries help them avoid burnout, prevent unhealthy attachments, and keep them focused on what truly aligns with their values and goals. True maturity also reveals itself in a person's relationship with success and failure. Rather than defining themselves by external achievements, mature people measure their worth by their inner growth and fulfillment. They know that life isn't always about reaching the top or constantly proving themselves. They value the journey, recognizing that setbacks are often as valuable as accomplishments. When they do succeed, they don't become arrogant or self-centered. Instead, they remain humble, seeing their achievements as part of a broader purpose. They celebrate wins but don't rely on them to feel validated. Acceptance of ambiguity is another deep-rooted sign of maturity. Mature individuals are comfortable with the fact that not all questions have clear answers, and that not every situation has a perfect solution. This acceptance of life's gray areas means they can remain calm and composed, even when things don't make perfect sense. They don't rush to judge or assume, and they don't need everything to be black and white. This patience with uncertainty allows them to approach challenges with an open mind, finding creative solutions where others might feel stuck. Lastly, mature people bring a sense of gratitude into their lives. They've learned to appreciate small moments, simple pleasures, and the people who matter most. Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring life's struggles. It means focusing on what is good and recognizing that life is richer when we notice and appreciate these moments. By cultivating gratitude, mature individuals create a positive outlook that carries them through both joyful and challenging times. Gratitude becomes a source of resilience, a reminder of life's beauty, and a grounding force that keeps them connected to what truly matters. Each of these qualities, adaptability, humility, curiosity, comfort with uncertainty, and gratitude, adds a deeper layer to the idea of maturity. True maturity reflects an openness to life in all its complexity and an acceptance of oneself and others in all their imperfect beauty.